Botox. In a world obsessed with flawless skin, it has become the simple, almost instant answer. It promises to take away your worries, smooth away your wrinkles, and give you the perfect skin. However, this temporary perfection has started to look like fake smile, frozen faces, and a complete lack of expressions and emotions. Ayurveda has a lot of answers and replacement for Botox, and today's video is just about that. How to get that perfect skin, perfect anti-aging routine to make you feel like you don't need Botox. Before getting into the Ayurveda alternatives, it is important to understand why Botox is a problem. Botox is a neurotoxin released from the bacteria Clostridium botulinum, which originally was part of a big plague that actually caused a lot of spasms and disease and deaths in multiple people across the globe. However, in 1989, it got approved as a drug to treat muscle spasm. Originally, Botox was never intended for skincare or taking your wrinkles away. Botox not only being a toxin is a problem, but also causing frozen faces, headaches, and also eventual muscle weakness if you overdo it is a big unnatural problem to have. So let's look at how Ayurveda can tackle this problem. There are 4 ways where Ayurveda holistically balances out your doshas, fixes your Agni, whereby automatically your skin doesn't age as quickly as it does normally. Number 1, nourishing your Agni from within. As long as your digestive power is functioning in a balanced state, in a sum state, automatically there is no need for an anti-aging therapy. Jara Avastha is a very natural state of moving from one stage of life to another, and there doesn't need to be an integration or an intervention of any sort. If your Agni is perfectly balanced, then your natural transition from the young age to Jara Avastha is quite seamless. And because of this seamless transition, automatically aging or wrinkles actually are quite reduced among those who have got a good Agni. Number 2, nourishing your dhatus. That means if your muscles, if your tissues, if your skin, which is a dhatu of its own, has its own Agni, are being nourished on a daily basis, then automatically you are taken care of even in old age. We are going to get into how to nourish your dhatus in detail in the later section of the video, so stay tuned. Number 3, building more ojas in your body. Ojas is the essence of vitality, immunity, and radiance in your body. Somebody who's looking dull, lethargic, and has a lot of wrinkles on their face basically lack ojas or a good ojas production in their body, versus somebody who has natural radiance, glow, and a certain sense of luster on their skin. It is a very clear difference that can be made out. Because somebody's Agni is functioning well, automatically their ojas production is really good. Number 4, protecting your mind and nourishing your nerves. This is one of the basic things of life. As long as your mind is protected, your nerves are nourished, automatically there is a glow on your face and your skin repair system is taken care of. Because Ayurveda believes in catering to everything holistically, catering to all of the 4 pointers above is very important. We've already talked about balancing your doshas, balancing your Agni in other videos, so we are not going to get into the details of how to balance all of these, but I am going to give you a 4-step guide of how you can replace Botox or prevent yourself from going into the Botox region and take care of yourself in an Ayurvedic regimen. Before we get into the 4-step guide, it is important for us to know what dosha imbalance is causing aging to begin with. Even though primarily all 3 doshas are involved in a certain sort of imbalance which leads to aging. However, Vata dosha becomes a core concern when aging is happening prematurely or the aging is happening in a very sped up manner. Controlling Vata dosha throughout your life has been one of the biggest challenges for majority of the population on earth, and I am going to tell you the ways how you can control not only this dosha but also control other factors of aging that can lead to a Vata dosha imbalance. first step of the 4-step guide involves your dincharya. Of course, you know that you have to eat well, you have to wake up at the right time. So these are not the topics that I will be getting into, but what I will get into is the top 3 priorities for your dincharya if you want to do anti-aging. Number 1, in the morning, including gandush or oil pulling as your daily ritual. Oil pulling with coconut or sesame oil, depending on your primary body type, is very good anti-aging opportunity. Number 1, because it is a great detoxifier, and number 2, because it takes the excess vata not only out of your mouth but also from your face region. It is a very good ritual for those who have constant stress and also grind their jaws on a daily basis, all of it causing wrinkles to come on your face. Number 2 thing that you can add to your ritual is nasya or nasal oiling. Adding simply 2 drops of sesame oil, anu tel, or organic cow's ghee is a very good addition to nourish your nerves, your tissues, your facial tissues very effectively. People who do nasya regularly realize they have lesser headaches, they have lesser wrinkles in general, and they frown a lot less as compared to regular people. With Botox, you are unnaturally relaxing the muscles on your forehead or your eyes, but nasya is that natural relaxer of these muscles in your head, in your nose, in your eye region. So this is an exact alternative to Botox, which if done regularly can do a great job. Number 3, daily self-massage or Abhyanga. Daily self-massage with the oils that suit your body type or your current imbalances is going to give you the effect that you want. If you want a nourished skin and you have a dry skin, then taking sesame oil or vata oil is a great addition. If you have a pitta type skin which is very inflamed and red, then adding pitta oil to your daily Abhyanga routine is quite good. Abhyanga involves you to do good amount of strokes along the lengths of your hands and your legs, and also rolling out the strokes in this form on your elbows, on your joints, so that your joints are also well nourished. Abhyanga may look like it's a nourishment on a superficial level, only on the skin level, but when this oil penetrates your tissues, it actually does a lot of anti-aging and also relaxes the strained muscles, automatically reducing wrinkles. Abhyanga may not only be for your body but also for your face. Facial massage with oils like Kumkumadi oil is also a great detoxifier. It helps nourish your skin on a natural basis. In addition to all of the points above, exercising according to your body type is a great way to do anti-aging. If you're a Kapha body type, you need to do aggressive exercising. If you're a Vata body type, calming, yoga and walking is a better option for you. And if you're a Pitta body type, you can do a mix of both calming, cooling and soothing exercises like swimming as well as Pilates. However, if you don't want to do any of those, simple walking is a great start to do anti-aging of its own. Grounding and touching your skin with the grass in a natural forest or a natural environment is a great way to calm down Vata. Number 2 step of this 4-step guide includes eating an anti-aging diet. Most of us already know what anti-aging herbs are, but in this video I'm going to reveal what exact anti-aging herbs, foods and drinks are required for you to battle wrinkles. Number 1, top priority, which most of the people don't know, is ghee and a whole milk diet. Yes, by whole milk I don't mean the milk that you get from a packet, but a whole milk cow's organic ghee which is coming from an A2 cow is very important to nourish your system. Milk and dairy products and ghee, all of them are very sattvic in nature. They naturally promote sattva in your body. Ghee is sheath virya, cooling, nourishing and automatically builds ojas in your body. Anybody who has a good amount of ghee and milk in their diet, if they are able to digest it, can actually have a very good, nourished and radiant skin. Number 2, soaked nuts. Nuts in their natural form may not be the best option for all body types, so we recommend it to all body types to soak their nuts the night before. Perfect in this list is again almonds, which is a great choice and a neutral choice for everybody. However, if you do like cashews, pistachios or other nuts, then automatically choose them based on your body type rather than looking for options. Neutrally, almonds are considered really good for anti-aging, and sweet almonds are considered one of the best options. Remember, nuts also come under Madhu Ras, that means nourishing to your body and help build your body skin tissue, repair and all sorts of things. So soaked nuts is a great option. Number 3, root vegetables like sweet potatoes and carrots. Usually in Ayurveda, root vegetables may not be considered the best choice for all body types. However, some root vegetables like carrots and sweet potatoes are actually quite nourishing to the body. Contrary to what most people think, carrots are not really tamasic. Just because they are growing under the ground doesn't mean that they are tamasic in nature. They are actually quite nourishing, give you the beta carotenes that your body needs, and even the modern science has addressed that these particular food types are quite good as an anti-aging regimen. The reason why I focus so much on Madhur Ras and Madhur Vipak of all of these foods that I talked about is because it is very nourishing and balancing specifically for Vata dosha. Madhur Ras immediately takes away the dry nature of Vata from your body, and regularly taking foods with Madhur Ras is really good. That does not mean that you start eating sweets or sugar that is refined in nature. Madhur Ras can be taken up from whole grains like millets, wheat, rice, which is a good quality rice, and also pulses and other foods which I just mentioned. Now that we've understood the foods we should eat, let's also incorporate some spices that can be found in your kitchen box. Number 1, top of the priority is of course turmeric, which can not only be eaten but also be applied. It is very nourishing, it is anti-inflammatory, it is anti-aging, and I think whole of India already knows that. What is important to understand is turmeric is Ushnavirya or heating in effect, so please don't overdo it, especially if you're a Pitta body type. Number 2, ginger. Ginger actually is one of the most underrated herbs out there. Not only is it a great Agni Deepan, but ginger is also quite nourishing to your body. It is a strong anti-inflammatory, it is great for removing excess kapha from your system or excess lethargy, and on top of that, it is great for clearing your srotas or channels. Ginger has a Lekhana effect in your body, that means it scrapes away the toxins, and naturally if toxins are gone, your skin is shining. Number 3rd herb, which is also again in your kitchen box, is cinnamon. Adding cinnamon is like adding Madhur and Katu Ras to your buds. That means anytime you're adding Madhur Ras, as I mentioned, is going to be nourishing. Katu is pungent in taste, which allows your body to clear the srotas and also helps the nutrients circulate better in your system. It also helps with nutrient absorption much better in your cells as compared to any other herb out there. This simple addition should be done taking care of your body needs and your body type. If you don't know what your body type is, click the link in the description so that you identify whether you're a Vata, Pitta or Kapha body type. Ideally, cinnamon is better for Vata and Kapha body types because it is heating in nature. I've told you what to include in your diet, but let's also identify what not to do. You have to avoid cold, dry, raw, processed and unfiltered foods. That means anything that is frozen, anything that is dirty in nature is not going to make a good healthy relationship with your gut, and anything that is not suiting your gut is automatically going to cause aging. Gut is the center of your Agni, and if your Agni is not doing well, automatically you do look a lot more older than you actually are. And sometimes we should also understand biological aging happens much faster than chronological aging. That means it's quite possible that you think that whatever you're eating in your 20s is really good and great and you're having the fun of your life, but all of a sudden you start looking a lot older in your 30s. Well, the biological aging was in process in your 20s and you've compromised your liver, your gut, and that aging has started showing up on your skin right now. For the toxins to show up on your skin, sometimes it takes very long amount of time because your body does try to fight these toxins. However, if you consistently compromise on the quality of food, on your diet, on your lifestyle, it starts showing up as dullness in your skin, acne, hormonal imbalances quite quickly. So figure out what you're eating. If you haven't been eating well in the last 10 years, make that change right now. Number 3 part of the 4-step guide is adding a Rasayana. I have talked about it in multiple videos. Rasayana is that one powerful anti-aging therapy that you have right in your homes. Rasayana can be as simple as Amla or Amla ki Rasayan. It can also be as simple as Punarnava or Giloy. But you have to identify what Rasayana is actually ideal for your body type and needs. For example, something like Amla or Amlaki should suit majority of the body types, and that is why we consider it a safe Rasayana to start with. You can take 1 Amla per day that can battle all your gut issues, acidity issues, reflux issues, skin issues, and multiple other issues. Amla is that one source which carries 5 tastes out of the 6 tastes defined in Ayurveda, and because of that, is able to balance pretty much everything in your body. The reason why Amla is also a personal favorite for skin is because it has the ability to build your own internal collagen and helps the skin repair much faster than any other herb or fruit out there. In addition to Amla or Amla ki Rasayan, which is rich in vitamin C, we also highly recommend using Swarn Bhasm or gold preparations. Swarn Bhasm or gold actually is a great anti-aging therapy in Ayurveda, which majority of the people in the world don't know about. Taking gold internally actually has a very brilliant effect on your body. However, gold preparations should never be taken without a Vaidya consulting or guiding you through the process. For your whole body, as I've mentioned in my previous videos, I personally use Amrit Kalash, which is this great combination of 53 herbs and ingredients. It is a great combination of gut detox along with mind detox. It gives me a wholesome rejuvenation from within, and I don't need to depend on anything else. Primarily made of Avla, Haritaki, Ashwagandha and multiple other mind and body herbs, this perfect formulation has about 80 plus researchers that support its anti-aging and antioxidant power. One of the researchers actually found out that 1 dosage of Amrit Kalash in a day is equivalent to the antioxidant power of half a kg oranges taken in a day, and that was enough for me to take that decision and make that change. Amrit Kalash for me is an everyday anti-aging recipe for myself and for multiple other people who use it. Next in line is an external application of Kumkumadi oil, which is this classical formulation containing saffron as well as sandalwood, vetiver, which is very cooling in nature. All of these combination of herbs actually help your skin recover. Number 4 in this 4-step guide is taking Panchkarma, which is the fastest, quickest anti-aging therapy that you can get done once or twice a year. Panchkarma are the 5 karmas where you take Virechan, Basti and multiple other therapies depending on your body needs. If your body need is that you want to do some anti-aging, you can tell your Vaidya and they can guide you on the perfect Panchkarma plan for you. In addition to Panchkarma, which is a physical detoxification, mental detoxification on a daily basis is also needed. Mind detox we've already done in detail with Dr. Anirudh Sehra, who is an expert in mind and body detox with Ayurveda. And there we've already looked into techniques like transcendental meditation and also doing your dincharya of how one can detox their mind. If you'd like to see this video, there's a link in the description which we've talked about. So now we've understood that you don't always need to go through Botox injections to solve your wrinkles issues or your aging issues. Aging happens within as well as outside. Your face is just a reflection of what is happening inside your body, and Ayurveda has a lot of solutions for you to do the anti-aging therapy at home or with the help of a Vaidya. We've also recently covered a very popular topic of Ozempic, which is doing the rounds in the Indian market. There are natural ways for you to do weight loss as well. So do check out that video because it is going to open your eyes on whether there are natural Ozempic alternatives or not. If you like this video, do share and subscribe, and do comment below on what are the anti-aging therapies that you already do at home, which are natural and Ayurvedic in nature. Thank you so much for joining with us. Jai Gurudev.